How to actually make people like you without faking a thing. You walk into a room, people glance, maybe nod, but no spark, no real connection. You say the right things, smile at the right times. Still, something feels missing. They like you enough, but not deeply, not meaningfully. And maybe, if you're honest, you're tired of pretending, tired of adjusting, performing, overthinking, just to feel liked. So here's the truth. You don't need to fake anything to be magnetic. You just need to understand one thing. People don't like you for who you pretend to be. They like you for how they feel about themselves when they're around you. Let that sink in, because the moment you stop trying to be impressive and start making others feel seen, safe, and valued, everything changes. The unspoken human need. Every person you meet carries an invisible sign that says, "Please, notice me, understand me, make me feel important." The mistake most people make, they try to impress others to gain attention, when what actually draws people in is attention given, not compliments, not forced smiles, not people skills. Real connection starts with presence. Look at them. Listen, not to reply, but to understand. Ask questions that go beyond the surface. Hold space for their story without rushing to share your own. When someone feels seen around you, they don't just like you, they remember you. Charisma isn't loud, it's deep. Charisma isn't about being the loudest, funniest, or smartest person in the room. It's about making others feel like they matter when they're near you. The most magnetic people don't speak the most, they listen the best. They don't dominate a room, they light it up by making others shine. They're not trying to be liked, they're too busy liking people. Because here's the paradox. The more you chase approval, the less you get it. But the more you give presence, warmth, and genuine curiosity, the more people are drawn to you effortlessly. You don't have to be perfect. People don't connect with perfection. They connect with truth, vulnerability, authenticity. When you stop hiding your quirks, your fears, your weird little passions, you give others permission to be real too. And in a world full of filters and masks, that kind of realness feels like a breath of fresh air. You become the rare person who doesn't just talk, but makes others feel safe enough to be fully themselves. That's when real trust begins. That's when connection becomes real. Don't try to be liked. Be someone worth liking. So, how do you actually make people like you? Start here. Be genuinely interested, not interesting. Make others feel heard, not just talked to. Be consistent in your energy, your words, your presence. Own your story, the light and the shadow. Speak with warmth, not for validation. Notice what others overlook. Care, not to manipulate because you actually do. And most of all, like yourself. Not because you're flawless, but because you're growing. People mirror what you believe about yourself. If you walk into the world already apologizing for who you are, don't be surprised when others treat you the same way. But if you walk in with quiet confidence, not arrogance, not ego, just grounded self-respect, you give off a signal that others feel without you ever saying a word. Final thought. You don't have to be louder. You don't have to be more impressive. You just have to be more present. Because in the end, people won't remember your clothes, your resume, or even your jokes. They'll remember how you made them feel. So make them feel seen, heard, respected. And you'll never have to chase approval again. People will like you, not because you begged for it, but because you showed them something rare, what it feels like to be fully human with someone who truly sees them. Subscribe to Zenith Habits for more deep dive videos on human connection, mindset, and becoming the version of you the world never forgets.